Sneak peeking is coming and gone, and Regulux takes down a sneak peek win. We also have some interesting regional decks, including Agents and an Invoked Branded list. Don't bet 30% of you guys that obviously don't like getting Omni negated. Make sure you guys smash the crap out of that subscribe button so we can get to 106,000. King Regulux here. The ability to equip itself onto a machine, or equip a machine monster from the graveyard, and then the ability to smash itself out of existence for an Omni negate is what we're going to be looking at today here. So this is going to be Infinitrack good stuff, basically, or Earthbox, featuring, yes, Regulus. And this did take down its sneak peek tourney, the ability to get 3 Regulus, so you can even straight play this right away, is very nice. Alright, so we have triple copies of Infinitrack Harvester, triple copies of the Brutal Dozer, 2 copies of the Trencher, 1 copy of Tunneler, 2 copies of the Anchor Drill, triple copies of the Heavy Forward, triple copies of King Regulux. We also have triple copies of the Thurian's Ring, the Colosseum Saucer. So on activation, you add a Thurian's monster from deck to your hand. Cool, so we can go search for Regulux. Once per turn, if your monster will be destroyed by battle, you can send a Thurian's card or a Perpetual System Argeo from your deck to the graveyard instead. So we can protect our big friend there. Once per turn, when a monster is destroyed by battle, instead of the graveyard, target a Thurian's monster in the graveyard and add it to your hand. So I can just pick back up my Regulux. Okay. That seems fair. Alright. We have triple copies of Ash Blossom and Joy Spring, triple Metal Cruncher, 1 Citadel with 1 Fortress, 2 copies of Throw It Into Overdrive. Then we have triple Redeployment, 2 Dare Crane, 1 Bullet Train, triple Droplets with triple Urgent Schedule, and triple copies of Skill Derp, wrapping up the main deck here. Down here in the extra deck we have 1 big old Brick Man. Alright. We have triple copies of Goliath, 1 copy of Stormer, 1 copy of the Mountain Smasher, 1 Earth Slicer, 1 Angry Knuckler, 1 Soldier Chaos, 1 Dingrisu, 1 Enter Blafnir, 1 Dora, 1 Super Gustav, 1 Juggernaut Libby, and 1 Zeus. Side deck here is a whole lot of destruction. We have triple Regeki, triple Limit Removal, triple Evenly Matched, triple anti-spell, and triple copies of Dimensional Barrier here. Wrapping up our first take on Regulux, getting the chance to enter into our metagame here and Sneak Peek Weekend, and I am very excited to see what other cool results will come out of this weekend here. As we go forward here, Agents. You know, this is 35 card Agents. What surprises me most is every TCG build that we have seen with Agents is playing Shine Ball. Most of the OCG builds we saw in like the post stages of this deck don't even bother playing Venus, which means that we're also taking advantage of the Agent of Destruction Venus over here. So you can basically spam out a whole crap ton of Shine Balls just so you can go ahead and laugh at your opponent effectively. Link climbing shenanigans are going to be one of the interesting gimmicks that this deck kind of presents itself for here. So we have 1 copy of Archlord Christia, triple copies of Ash Blossom and Joy Spring. We have 1 copy of Buten. Now, the cool thing about Buten is it gets to discard itself, target a level 4 or lower fairy monster, and boom, it's a tuner, which means Hulk plays. Alright, which actually is interesting, because this list isn't even playing Hulk. Alright, interesting. We have triple Diviner of the Herald, triple Ghost Bell, triple copies of Herald of the Orange Light, triple copies of Majesty Hyperion, 1 Master Hyperion, triple copies of Venus, 1 copy of the Agent of Destruction Venus, triple copies of Neptune, triple copies of the Agent of Mystery Earth, 1 Trice Heracri, 1, 2, 3 Coralbane, and then we have triple Shine Ball, 1 Called by the Grave, triple the Sacred Water, and 1 copy of the Ancient Sanctuary in the Sky. I'm glad to see that, you know, no matter how much this deck does its thing, still seeing this old card getting to see play is very, very nice. Then in the next deck we have 1 Almirage, 1 The Moon, 1 Link Spider, 1 Imduk, 1 Herald of Mirage Lights, 1 Parshath with 1 copy of Dagda. Interesting. Alright. I don't even know why we have Dagda in this list, but you know what? We have 1 Appa, 1 Access Code, 1 Hope Harbinger, 1 Pluto, 1 Hyperion, 1 Dawn Dragster, 1 Borrowed Savage, and 1 Baron de Fleur. And then we have triple DD Crow, 2 Token Collector, triple Dark Ruler no more, 1 Heartbeast Feather Duster, triple Lightning Storm, and triple copies of Infinite Impermanence here, wrapping up the interesting take on this. And I will say, ladies and gentlemen, that whatever you can kind of mess around with in terms of development here for this, I think it's interesting. Just the amount of different diversity that you can bring to the table for agents right now is definitely interesting overall. Next up here is a Code Talker list that got top 8 out of its case tournament. Now, I've been very intrigued by what we've been seeing with the Code Talker developments. Got to give a shout out down here to Heatzel being, you know, that fresh, quick, pay 1,000, net some resources. All right, that's honestly like the big thing about this deck. Besides, you know, you linking your opponent going, what do I, how do I out this? And unfortunately, the answer is you particularly don't break the U-Link. You just kind of stare at your opponent and go, oh yeah. Plus, you know, Firewall pick back up is good. Reincarnation. So we have triple copies of Ash Blossom and Joyous Spring. We have 1 backup secretary, 1 copy of the Code Exporter, triple copies of Code Generator, triple copies of Cyverse Gadget, 2 copies of DD Crow, 1 Dot Scraper, triple copies of Effect Veiler, 1 Flame Buffalo, 2 copies of the 4 Mud Skipper. Quite honestly, 4 Mud Skipper is one of the best cards that this deck has going for it. We have 1 Gajikiri Adding Mister, 1 Lady Debug, 1 Link Infra Flyer, 1 Edition, 2 copies of Microcoder, and we have 1 Call by the Grave, only 1 Sign Up Mining, which is, I guess, completely understandable, 1 Foolish Barrel, triple copies of Chalice, 1 Monster Reborn, triple Talents, 1 Sign Up Conflict, and triple copies of Infinite Impermanence here. Down here in the extra deck, we have 1 Update Jammer, 2 copies of Transcode Talker, 2 copies of Splash Mage, 1 Security Dragon with 1 Owl Mirage, 1 Ling Spider, 1 Lingaribo, 1 Firewall, 2 copies of Heatzel, 1 Inverted, 1 Code Talker, and 1 Access Machine. Side deck here we have 1 Lancia, 2 Drolls, 2 Nibiru's, 1 Cosmic, triple Dark Roller no more, 1 Heartbeast Feather Duster, 2 Twin Twisters, 2 Dimensional Barrier, and 1 copy of Red Reboot here, wrapping up our take on Code Talkers. And I will say for the most part, ladies and gentlemen, that this is pretty cool. New players are like, what's U-Linking? U-Linking is the ability to lock your opponent out of being able to summon Link monsters while they go, ooh, both extra deck monster zones are in fact mine. Next up here is Zephyrs. I'm probably butchering that. We're going to go Zephy here. This was a young duelist that got, after a long, grinding journey, got first place out of the Knoxville Regional. So I just want to clap. Anytime a young duelist gets the chance to find success and have a good time, I think that's one of the most important things that you can see here. So this is Zephy's first place finish out of the Knoxville Regional. So we have triple Alistair the Invoker, triple Ash Blossom and Joyous Spring with 1 Celestia with 1 Dasher, triple copies of Ecclesia, 1 Fleur de Lis, 1 Maximus, 2 Effect Veiler, 1 Albaz, 2 Ghost Bell, triple copies of Branded Fusion, 1 Call by the Grave, 2 Fusion Destiny, 2 Invocation, triple copies of Magical Meltdown with 2 Nadir Servant. We have 1 Terraforming, and triple copies of Talents. Do not underestimate the power of Talents as format. We have 1 Punishment, triple Imperm, with 1 Schism. Down here in the extract, we have 1 Secure Gardener, 1 Owl Mirage, 1 Verti Anaconda with 1 Titaniaclad, 1 Mirjade with 1 Lubellium, 1 Purgatrio, 2 Macaba, 1 Aguides, 1 Anintis with 1 Winda. We have 1 App Cologne, 1 Destroy Phoenix Enforcer, and 1 Albion. Side deck here we have 2 Lancia, 2 Token Collector, triple Cosmic Cyclone, triple Forbidden Droplet, triple copies of Dimensional Barrier, and 2 copies of There Can Only Be One. Wrapping up this chunk of deck profiles for everybody. Is there anything here that you want to mess around with and test? Because there's always all sorts of cool ideas to bring to the table to see what players are going to, you know, mess around with, what success that you will see players, you know, generally going towards. And I think that there's a lot of cool ideas to still be had here, especially since we're waiting on what appears to be one of the longest ban list turnovers in modern era history. So guys, what do you think? Please, leave a comment down below, tell me what you guys think. Make sure you guys smash the crap out of that subscribe button so you guys don't miss out more awesome content, and I'll see your beautiful faces back here later in the day, guys. Keep on smiling, alright? Peace out. patrons. Thank you.
Thank you so much for watching. Check out these other videos.